welcome to this. I can't even believe I'm having you make this video. Really, I'm not. So let me begin. You probably saw the little picture montage at the start of this video. Those are not new pictures. I've had those pictures for a very long time. Some of you might actually remember those pictures and where they originated from. Once, long ago, on another account of mine. Yes, I've had 2 accounts on here. The first account, which is still open, by the way, thanks to who knows what, but it's still open, but was hacked once, to the point where I couldn't get into it, and I basically had to start all over again. I believe about 1,500, somewhere between 1,500, 2,000 subscribers, I think, when it got hacked. Might be wrong about that. I know I had well over 1,000 subscribers when it got hacked. Well, this was before even then. This is back when I had a low 500 subscribers on my original account. There wasn't an issue, you see. Me and Moral Virus were on Yahoo. We were chatting back and forth, and it became aware to us that I somehow had become blocked from Bill and Doug's page. I made a video about it. Shitstorm ensued. Everybody went crazy, and I got unblocked. Why? Because people didn't think it was right. Even the people that didn't agree with me didn't think it was right. They thought Bill and Doug completely overreacted. People even listed people said, you block him, but you don't block any of these other people who, say stuff that, probably would be, a bannable offense. Maybe. So I had always felt that, well, the community would not stand for people being blocked for no reason. So today, I was going through videos. I was doing research for something else, and I was going through some videos. And I came across something, and it amazed me what I saw. I won't say who these 2 people are, because I don't want to cause any more drama than has already ensued. Because that's not what this is about. I don't want people to think this is what that's about, because it's not about that. This is about something very different. But one of these people blocked the other one. Not because of anything hurtful said, not because of anything out of line, nothing like that. Simply because this person thought the other person was a moron and didn't want to argue with them anymore. So, blocked them. I was amazed by this. Then I started reading the comments of this video, which this person explained why he had blocked this moronic person. And people were agreeing. People were like, yay, I never agreed with that person either. I'm glad you blocked him. Yay, I'm glad you blocked him too. This, that, and the other, because I never agreed with him. Yay, go you. Wow, you showed him. Yeah, he showed him. He blocked him. So there's no way for the other person to respond. There's no way for the other person to go crazy, okay, on them to explain. And then this person said that when you block somebody, people should not make video responses to the person who blocked them because that was just creating YouTube drama. Really? I have news for you. I have news for everybody that sees this video, even the people that see this video who are not part of the YouTube wrestling community, as geeky as we are. I came on here, a lot of people came on here so we could voice our opinions about pro wrestling. We then became a community. We then started sharing opinions through video responses, which I did a video about explaining that we needed more video responses, and then I find out this shit's going on, meaning that you have video responses that aren't even being accepted as video responses, probably, which is not acceptable. Sorry, not acceptable. That you have people who are commenting on things who are being banned because of their comments. None of that can be allowed, because people are coming on here to voice their opinion, and you're basically saying their opinion is worthless. You're basically saying that this is a community that is based on us sharing opinions that, well, now you're going to pick and choose. That now you're going to live in a little isolated world. Like Bill and Doug once did, if you will remember, where they would only accept video responses from people that they agreed with. And it pissed off this entire community to no end. It was one of the reasons why Bill and Doug were so hated on this community. Not because necessarily of their opinions. Their opinions didn't help that matters, don't get me wrong. but because they wouldn't accept other people's video responses. Yet, now we've gotten to the point where we're just going to accept it. We're just going to say, oh, well, if you block someone, that's fine. That's your channel. Who cares? Really? I don't think so. You know, I got where I was. I'm not going to deny that. I've never denied that, you know, if I hadn't done video responses to Bill and Doug, that most people would know who I was. So I've always accepted just about every... I can't think of a video response that I've never accepted, to be honest. Unless it had nothing to do with the video that it was responded to. Okay? But I've always accepted just about everybody's video responses, including the people that said absolutely the harshest, most sickest stuff about me. I've accepted the video responses and never banned them either. Never blocked them. Because I always had faith in my subscribers that if somebody said something that was completely out of line, they would bury them. And they always have, for the most part. So I don't see any reason to do that. And if someone says something truly offensive, I've always felt, I know not everyone's going to agree with this, that you shouldn't ban them either way so people can see what these people are really like. So then other people will see them and call them out on their crap and all of that sort of thing. You know, people like hiding behind keyboards. It's just kind of the way it is. So I have to ask the community, why is this accepted? Why do people think it's a good idea for people to be blocked and there be no outrage over it? There be people that don't go, well, you know, that's that person's channel. We really shouldn't judge. Really? That says a lot about this community. That says a lot. You know, it cannot be accepted. It can't be. There's a difference between, you know, not subbing to somebody's channel, not paying attention to that person. That's fine. But to completely block them, I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that one little bit. And it's something that cannot be tolerated within, I would say within YouTube, because YouTube was built on that premise of people coming on, I feel, not just to do entertaining videos or share videos, but also to, you know, give their opinions. And we use this as a lot of us use this as a way to come on here and give our opinions on wrestling in general, even if it's just in the comment section. So why is that accepted? I want to know. I want someone to come on to my channel or this video and write in the comment section and tell me, why is that acceptable? Because I know what I want to get. We get, well, it doesn't matter because it's not your channel. Who cares who other people block? That's what's going to be the case. Well, what happens if it happens to you? What would happen if you wrote something on my page or my videos that I didn't agree with, and that was a really good statement that really I couldn't defend myself against, and I just blocked you because I was like, well, I'm not dealing with this person. What would you think then? Because to me, when you block people, you tell everybody that, well, that person had some sort of argument you didn't want to argue. That means they must have had something about their argument you couldn't defend against. That's what it tells me, even if it was a moronic statement. Look, I've never agreed with PS Powers on anything. Virtually anything. I can't remember anything I've ever agreed with PS Powers on. That said, if he was blocked by somebody, I would defend him. And I have defended him before. I've defended him within my friends. I've had people that say, oh man, I'm just going to block PS Powers. I said, you shouldn't do that. That's not right. I've never felt that was right. You know, for everything you disagree with, you also have, if you start blocking people because you disagree with them, well then when does it start happening where you just start blocking people who just don't go along with what you agree with at all? Not just people that aren't just giving a different opinion, but nobody that goes along at all. That all you want then is acceptable comments in your own mind. What happens then? You know, do we start calling out people for that? I mean, people have to understand for this to work, for you know, I said that I was going to start becoming more active in the community. Well, guess what? If the community has gotten to that point, I don't know if I want to get active in it. I really don't. If we're blocking people if we have people in this community who block people for no other reason than they don't agree with them, and then people aren't calling them out on it. That's the other thing. You have to call people out on this crap. You can't just ignore it. You have to call them out on it. And if you don't, well, that's just like ignoring it. That's just like accepting it, in my opinion. I'm sorry. But that has to change. And, you know, this very much is just kind of an add-on to my, you know, the lost art of the video response. Maybe that's why we've lost the art of the video response, is because people can't seem to accept other people's opinions, I guess, because people aren't willing to accept other people's video responses for whatever reason. None of that to me is good. You know, I'm often asked, how can I become popular on YouTube? What's one of the things? Don't block people. Just don't do it. And no matter how offensive it is, no matter, the first video response I ever got was from a kid who made absolutely no sense. This is the first video response I got on my first video. They made absolutely no sense. I had to watch the video about 4 times just to understand what he was trying to say and put across. I never really did, I guess, other than, John Cena sucks. I guess that's what the point of the video was. But I accepted it. I didn't have to. I could have just said, I don't even want to argue with this. Why would I? I never did that. I've never done that, because I think everyone is entitled to their opinion, even if I think it's a wrong opinion, even if I think that the person is, has a moronic opinion. I think that they still have the right to express that opinion. And if you don't, you got issues. And that's just the way it is. And if you accept the fact that people are willing to block people without any real reason other than I disagreed with them or that, I can't, or that, I got in a comment war with them, that's not acceptable. The only thing that I would say is acceptable to Bambi is if they say something that is off the line, if they say something that is offensive, and I mean really offensive, not just kind of offensive, really offensive to you, then block that person. If that's not the case, then you shouldn't block people. That's just my case. Now people are going to disagree on why people should be blocked or shouldn't be blocked, but I think most of us would agree that, most people shouldn't be blocked. And if you have somebody, or if you have people, and really it's people, because I found numerous videos like this, where people are blocked, it boggles my mind. This is a community based on opinions for the most part. If it's based on opinions, even the guys that post up videos showing, the best of whatever, they're giving their opinion on the best of whatever. They're giving their opinions on lots of things. On parts of shows that they want to highlight, they're giving their opinions. You cannot limit people's opinions. You just can't. It cannot be accepted. And that's all I got. I know this video probably no one will care about it, and people will think I'm just trying to bring up more drama. If you think that, think that. But the fact of the matter is, this is not acceptable, and that is all there is to that. I'm out.